Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you all for coming to this business meeting on 9th March 2021 via Microsoft Teams. As you all know, we are going to discuss and further know regarding our financial progress and our business that is Sikmak Enterprise. Before I could start, I would like to invite Hani, the president of Sikmak Enterprise, to give a short briefing and to tell and to inform who is present in this meeting.
Thank you, Chief. I am Hani, President of Sikmak Enterprise. Firstly, Hilman as a Chief Operating Officer, me myself as a Sikmak Enterprise President, Iskandar as a Financial Officer, and lastly, Aizat as a Marketing Officer. All of the high committees are present today to deliver the financial and business progress. Back to you, Chief Diana.
Alright, thank you, Hani. As you all know, Sikmak Enterprise is a small to medium business enterprise that we aim to spread our business in a residential area at Taman Desa Izora. Our main dish is also nasi lemak. We are highly aware that the purpose of this business is to combat three objectives or three main goals. The first goal is to provide healthy and nutritious food for all of the workers presented in Taman Desa Izora residential area. Second is to ensure all of the meals and our nasi lemak is delivered to all of the residential people there with affordable prices and up to its high quality standards. Lastly, our aim of this business is to reduce the number of wastage produced by other vendors that also produce nasi lemak. So we are going to use eco-friendly and reusable packages.
I would like to explain briefly about regarding out market and competitors analysis on Taman Desa Izora residential area. Firstly, I will present about percentage market share based on net profit for several owners of nasi lemak. Based on the first pie chart, we can see that nasi lemak Sharifah has the highest percentage with 43.3%, followed by nasi lemak Rizal 30.9% and nasi lemak Singgit 25.8%. These are the existing market share percentage. Then the second pie chart, after a new entry was added, which is our company, Sikmak Enterprise, we managed to get 22.4%. For nasi lemak Singgit and nasi lemak Rizal has dropped to 24%, while nasi lemak Sharifah constantly has the highest, even it's dropped from 43.3% to 33.6%. Let's move to the competitors. As mentioned before, we have one distributors, which is nasi lemak Sharifah, and another two owners, which is nasi lemak Rizal and nasi lemak Singgit, who owns a stall. These owners of nasi lemak are very famous among residential of Taman Desa Izora. The advantages are very, but what I can conclude are they sell variety of dishes at reasonable price, good location with high demand, and also follow community's appetite. The weakness are including do not have good utility supplies, have customer self-service that lead to more damaged items, and also do not have parking area to eat at the stall. Now, to ensure that we meet first objective, I would like to invite Ijat as our Chief Marketing Officer to deliver his strategies on how to provide healthy breakfast for residents, with additional of his marketing reports and progress.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for inviting me to this meeting. I am Aizat Amis as the Chief Marketing Officer. I would love to share my opinions regarding our startup. So I will highlight 4 things in this meeting. The first one is location. Basically, we have choose Taman Desa Izora Senawan Negeri Sembilan as the location to sell our nasi lemak, our product to the residential area around there. As for the report and analysis that I get about the location, it's really good location, which is really strategy and really have a good coordination of place, as there are a lot of people around there in the morning, especially who are going to work and school. as the place are really good location to gain customer, especially in the morning. The second one is promotion. We have decided we will promote our product through social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. This social media platform will give us a really good benefit as people nowadays using technologies as every minute they are with their phone and they could find any food easily through their social media platform. Then it is really easy for them to survey or pre-order our product several days before. We also could implement Food Panda application, which is genuinely a great application to attract our customers. And the third thing that I will highlight in this meeting is about the market size. Food and beverage industry is a really good industry to get a lot of beneficial and profit. Due to the COVID-19 crisis, it has been reported that the food price have continuously increased and the demand drastically increased. F&B industry also is the most stable industry which rarely give loss to the company. Hence, it really give a good profit for us. And even though it takes some period to succeed. And the last thing that I will highlight in our meeting today is about competitors. I see many variations of food during the breakfast such as roti canai, kuih muih, and some other stores also sell their own product, nasi lemak. But somehow our nasi lemak have our own value proposition as it have a really good recipe, not as the same nasi lemak that we taste. Because our nasi lemak is being called nasi lemak Pattaya. It have a unique recipe and it have very delicious taste. We make it different from other nasi lemak because this nasi lemak will satisfy our customer with really good affordable price. So as I can conclude from my points here, we could continue this business until we achieve a really high point and we could make a very good income from this business.
Thank you, Ijat, for that good and informative report. Now, to ensure that we have covered our second objective, that is providing meals and healthy, nutritious food, nasi lemak, to all of the residential area with affordable prices, I welcome Is as our Chief of Financial Management to deliver his report.
Thank you, Diana, for passing the floor. Now, in terms of resources required, we will need pieces of equipment such as woks, rice cookers, and cooking utensils. We also need land as well as capital for this business to start off well. Capital that we have so far are cash, loans from the bank, savings, and the CEO's very own capital. Now bear in mind that the CEO will also make drawings from the capital account for her own personal needs. In accordance with our raw materials required to create large nasi lemak in large quantities, the items shown on the screen are the required materials along with its own costs per unit. Not only that, we will also have to consider our packaging expenses, utilities expenses, salary expenses, and rent expenses. And based on just our nasi lemak sales, we'll have to make at least 10,800 ringgit per month. Now, if we just combine everything together, we will get the following financial statements. Now, when the income statement as well as our statement of retained earnings are all combined together, we get the balance sheet of the following. Our total assets will equal to 7,566 ringgit, and our total liabilities and owner's equity will also equal to 7,566 ringgit. Now, I'll be passing it to Hilman.
We design our product based on the BMC, Business Model Canvas. So the first one, key partners. The key partners we ought to partner with data collection to target audiences and product according to their needs. Second is a social platform so that we can interact with consumers and boost brand awareness. Lastly, we want to partner with suppliers of raw materials in order to create the finishing product. And then key activities, we will advertise products to encourage customer the needs to acquire our product, and we give working opportunities to individuals who want to experience or are willing to gain income. Lastly, we will check the quality of our products because we serve only the best of the best. As for key resources, we rent stalls, booths, and also tents. We will also use applications such as Foodpanda and also GrabFood for delivery. And we will also need research and development or R&D for the best recipes to produce the best quality of the product. And value propositions, we value on providing the nation's best nasi lemak with the highest quality and optimum price point. And we want to be an environmentally aware, friendly packaging that will be used to not pollute the surroundings, but will pollute the customers' taste buds with supreme flavors. Lastly, provide the best service there is and also availability across the districts, and soon later we'll be expanding to across the nation, inshallah. Customer relationships, we will offer the highest quality of product used, and we will prioritize customer first, and we will also offer you the best prices at an affordable standpoint that fits the customer's need. And then we will be channel using Foodpanda and GrabFood to advertise our nasi lemak. And then we will also use paid ads on multiple social media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and also banners in front of petrol stations or even billboards. And customer segments also we are targeting office workers, students, and labor workers, or even individuals who are craving nasi lemak. That's the best nasi lemak in town, you know. The cost structure is that we have two, secondary and primary. The primary cost is the purchase of raw materials, maintenance of machines, rental of space, and packaging materials. Secondary cost is the brand's marketing, human labor, and also delivery applications. And revenue streams is that first, primary revenue streams, we will have sales on nasi lemak and beverages that are sold at the stall, and also delivery of nasi lemak to customers' doorsteps. And secondary revenue stream is that sales from supplied nasi lemak at gas stations, as we will supply gas stations nasi lemak so that people can buy them. Customers are free to pay with whatever transaction they want, whether it be online or even cash. And lastly, the processes. First, we have to cook the rice along with coconut milk. And then, while the rice is cooking, we will prepare the sambal by blending chili, shallots, and dried shrimps together. While that's happening, we will prepare the condiments, which is the cucumbers and also the eggs and the anchovies. So cut some cucumbers, boil eggs for 10 minutes or fry the egg depending on the customer's order. And lastly, fry the anchovies. And last but not least, put the rice, you pour in some sambal, slap some condiments on top, cucumber, anchovies, eggs and whatnot. Boom! You got yourself a nasi lemak. Okay? And then you just serve it in a pandan leaf and wrap it up using hawker paper.
Thank you, Hilman. Before I end this meeting, I would like to say thank you to all who is presented here, Hilman, Ijat, Hani, and Is, and for the wonderful contributions and presentation of their financial reports and business operating reports. Before we could end this meeting and before we could close the meeting, please send me all of your department reports to me and I will compile it for our yearly 2020 financial report. So you may leave the meeting. Thank you and have a nice day.